So I have my new project for now. This is a chest that my wife had. She's had it for years, and the bottom and the back were pretty bad on it. Go ahead and I've already taken them out and started on it. This was what they had on the bottom. Just a flimsy piece of board, like particle board. So it's all warped and messed up. And this was what was on the back, another piece of the particle board. So of course it got messed up. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sand it down. She's going to figure out what color she wants. And I've already got the bottom and the back cut out again. She didn't necessarily want the holes in the back cover, but I put them back in the same spot they were. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put mesh screen over it so that nothing can get in there like a rodent. That way it'll be kind of secure from having any animals get in there. Living in the country, you kind of get mice in your home periodically, so it is what it is. Anyhow, we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so here it is, completely sanded. With the new back and let's go ahead, the new bottom. And I had already put the holes in the back side like the old one. My wife didn't like that, so I went ahead and I put some hardware cloth in there. Just kind of framed it, put it in there. So you got that. There is a hinge, right? Let's go ahead and see if I can zoom it in. I don't know if you can see that. But that hinge there isn't connected because I can't seem to figure out. I don't want to mess up the lid. This is supposed to be where it won't slam down on anybody and it won't fall all the way back. It's not been hooked up for a while. And the spring in here doesn't really work very well anymore, so I didn't want to hook it up. I'm gonna figure out something else to do for that part of it. So everything's done with the exception of I'm gonna stain it. So I'm gonna get ready to take the front panels back off, and I'll stain the box itself, and then I'll stain the panels and put them back on. So we'll go ahead and we'll begin that process here in just a few minutes. Alright, so first things first, before I start staining, I'm going to take the lid off, the front panels off, and then I'm going to do one more sanding with 120 grit paper. I did 40 grit, 60 grit, and 80 grit already, just to get the paint and old stain and varnish off. I want to get it as smooth as I can possibly get it before I start to stain it again. Let me go ahead. This is the color of stain that I'm going to use. Golden pecan. I think my wife will like this color. It's light, so it's not too dark. Hopefully this will work well with this wood. And it's a stain and polyurethane all in one. So anyhow, we'll go ahead. Like I said, I'm gonna sand it one more time and go from there. So we'll go ahead and we'll do a time lapse on this part, and hopefully I can get this done today. Okay, so I've stained one side of everything. The front panels and the top are over there. Just done one coat for now. I'm going to take a break for lunch, let it dry a little more, and then I might put another coat on. It's looking pretty good. And I might decide to put one on the back. Put a coat on the back. I'm not sure yet. Anyhow, let's go ahead and give you a close-up. I like how it's changed it's kind of darkened the wood a little bit, but not too much. So, anyhow, like I said, I'm gonna take a break, eat lunch, and I'll decide what I want to do at that point. So, all right. Okay, so got the second coat on. I think that's all I'm going to do is 2 coats. Went ahead and put the front of it back on. And put the second coat on while it was on it. Let's see, both sides have been done with the second coat. I think it turned out pretty good. And I went ahead and I sealed up the back. I stained it as well. Spilt a little stain there. But yeah, I think it turned out good. The lid, I don't know. I'm debating whether I want to put another coat on the lid or not. Let's get up a little closer. I don't know if you can see it. It's still drying now, and that's just the top. I've not put anything on this on the bottom yet, so I've still got to do the bottom of the lid, but that'll be probably tomorrow because I'm gonna let this dry overnight and make sure that it's completely dry before I flip it over and mess up what I've already done, because I don't want to have to sand this all back off. So anyhow, let me go ahead and see. So anyhow, one more project down. This is something my wife wanted done so she can use it. So glad I had the time to get it done. I should be starting on my second mobile coop, like the one I did last time. I've got to build some more nesting boxes for our hens, because they're evidently fighting over the nesting boxes we already have. We have one broody hen. She's real broody. We put some duck eggs under her, as we're trying to get more female ducks since we have more males than females. We don't want to just put them down because, you know, they're not female. But we've got 3 duck eggs under our broody hen, and then the broody hen that we had before, broody mama as my wife calls her, she's gone broody again, or is trying to go broody again. So we're gonna probably let her go broody. I'm not gonna fight it. I mean, it's their natural cycle, I guess you could call it. And we're getting upwards of 16 eggs a day now, and there's just 2 of us. I can't eat 16 eggs. She can't eat 16 eggs. So we're giving eggs away to people that we know, just to give eggs away. But I've got a mobile coop I'm gonna build, nesting boxes, I've got a mineral feeder I'm gonna build up, and I've got a duck house to build for my wife. So I'll be keeping busy during this whole whatever's going on, and we'll see how this all rolls. We'll see how it all plays out. Finding a job that's worth driving out of here for, not easy to do, especially during this time with the whole pandemic and everybody working from home. So I'm just going to keep working from home, and maybe my woodworking business will take off, and I'll be able to stay home and work on what I like to work on that gives me pleasure. I don't know about anybody else, but you know, when you're working with wood, for me it's calming. It keeps me calm. So I'm happy to work on it. But anyhow, that's it for now. I guess I'll finish up everything tomorrow and do the update end of the video at that point. So we'll see you on the next update. Alright, so the toy chest, toy box that my wife had, it was green. I went ahead and I took the front off again this morning and kind of tried to center it a little better so that it didn't look so odd. The way they had it, it was all the way to the right. There was you could see the wood on the left hand side, so kind of centered it up. I went ahead and put the handles back in where these fake drawers are at. Put the hinges on the back side again. And I went ahead and put a 3rd coat of the polyurethane stain
mixture. And I think that's probably all I'm going to do. It's really coming out great. I like the way this looks. And I've got the fan going so that it helps it to kind of cure and dry a little quicker, so I can get this thing put together and get it out of here and begin my next project. So anyhow, we'll go ahead and we'll update again when it's all done.